students, welcome to this video. My dear students, last class we have discussed about heterotrophic nutrition and its types, and we have discussed about the nutrition of amoeba. In this class we will discuss the nutrition, that is a holozoid type of nutrition of one multicellular organism, that is human being. About us, we will discuss very deeply its structure, its function, digestive glands and the process of digestion. Everything we will discuss very clear. All of you, welcome to this part. Okay? So, see my students, this is the diagram of human digestive system. And the parts are like this, that is mouth or that is oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, that is stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus, etc. All the parts play a vital role in the process of digestion. We will discuss one by one very properly about the structure of human digestive system. At first, we will discuss about mouth and oral cavity. First part of human digestive system is mouth. All of you know that if you observe our mouth very properly, then it is containing the lips, the tongue, the teeth, and the salivary glands. Salivary glands. These are the main parts seen inside one mouth. The space inside the mouth is called oral cavity. I repeat, the space inside the mouth is called oral cavity or buccal cavity. Okay? Inside the buccal cavity, you will find the tongue, teeth and the salivary glands. The lips are covering the oral cavity. The external substances can't enter except the permission of lips. So, lips don't play the role in the process of digestion, but the remaining other parts play the vital role in the process of digestion. So, first we will discuss about the tongue. Tongue is a highly muscular organ present inside the buccal cavity. All of you have observed and you can feel the structure of tongue. It is a highly muscular structure. If you see it, it is looking like this. This is the tongue, and it is connected inner lining of the mouth, and it is containing small dots like these structures. These are called taste buds. These are called taste buds. The taste buds are helpful for the identifying tests. These taste buds helpful for identifying the tests. Various tests we can identify. Mainly, we can identify 4 tests. That is sweet, bitter, salt, and sour. These 4 type of tests can be identified by the human tongue. Except this function of identifying test, tongue helpful for the process of mastication. Mastication means the process of chewing food. The teeth chew the food. But the tongue push the food in between teeth. The tongue push the food in between teeth. So indirectly it helps for the mastication of bird. So the next part of the mouth is that is teeth. We discussed about tongue. Now we will discuss about teeth. Teeth is the plural and tooth is the singular. If you observe our mouth, the human mouth, you will find different type of teeth. Different type of teeth. Mainly 4 type of teeth are seen in vocal cavity. That are I, C, P, M. I means incisor. C stands for canine. P stands for premolar. And M stands for molar. Like this, 4 type of teeth are seen in human being. That's why human being is called heterodont. Heterodont. Heterodont means the organisms possessing different type of teeth. So we have 4 type of teeth, that are incisor, canine, premolar and molar. Different type of teeth are present, but in a particular arrangement. That particular way of arrangement of teeth inside the vocal cavity is known as dentition. What that is called? Dentition. Dentition means the way of arrangement of teeth inside the vocal cavity. Similarly, you will find that these teeth have a particular number. Each teeth have a particular number, and in human being you will find total in this manner. For a easy method, let me remember like this: 2, 1, 2, 3 upon 2, 1, 2, 3, or we can say 2, 1, 2, 3 by 2, 1, 2, 3. That is in ICPM. ICPM means you will find 4 incisors on a jaw, 2 canines, 4 premolars and 6 molars. 6 molars total. 4 plus 2, 8, 4, 12, 6. Like this is 16. 16 into 2 is equal to 32 teeth you will find. So in human being you will find total 32 teeth for the process of mastication. About the structure of teeth, its function, everything we will discuss very detailed in 12th class. For this class it is enough. So teeth completed. Now let's go to the next part, that are salivary glands. As I told you, the salivary glands are present. Salivary glands are present inside the mouth, and they produce salivary amylase. Salivary amylase, or that is otherwise called ptyalin. About the types and function of the salivary glands, we will discuss very properly while we are studying about digestive glands. Now let's go to next part, that is pharynx. Mouth and oral cavity completed. Now we will discuss about the pharynx. Pharynx is the junction. This place is called pharynx. This is the place where the esophagus or we can say that is food pipe. Food pipe. And the trachea, this is called wind pipe. Wind pipe. These two are separating from each other. These two are separating from each other. This is a junction. This is one junction where two pipes are separating from each other. As soon as the oral cavity completes, the pharynx starts, and there will be division of windpipe and esophagus or food pipe. Here you will find one flap-like structure just above the pharynx. You will find like a small flap-like structure that is called epiglottis. Epiglottis, or simply it is called glottis. Epiglottis or glottis. This is the structure which helps for prevention of entry of food inside the nasal cavity. I repeat. Epiglottis is the structure which helps for entrance of food inside the nasal cavity. It is preventing. Now coming to next part of the digestive system, that is called esophagus or food pipe. It is the connection between oral cavity and stomach. This is the food pipe. This is the connection between oral cavity. As soon as the pharynx completes, the esophagus starts and it ends up to the stomach. So this one a pipe-like structure and muscular pipe present inside our neck and going through the chest cavity. It is the passage of food from mouth to stomach. One interesting thing I want to tell you that the esophagus shows a special type of movement that is called peristalsis. What is that? Peristalsis. What is peristalsis or peristaltic movement? This is the web-like motion of the esophagus or windpipe. This is the web-like motion of esophagus or windpipe. It is one involuntary action. It is one involuntary action. As soon as we swallow the food, when you will reach at the area of esophagus, the esophagus will push the food inside the stomach automatically. This pushing of food occurs due to only peristalsis or the peristaltic movement. My dear students, I want to say one interesting thing. Sometimes we are vomiting. The food comes out from the stomach through the mouth. Remember, this is due to antiperistalsis. That is due to antiperistalsis, opposite action of peristalsis. Means from the stomach food comes out. The food is pushed from the stomach outside through the mouth. So that is that causes vomiting. Okay. That is due to the antiperistalsis. Now next part of the digestive system is stomach. We will discuss very properly about the stomach. Stomach is the most important part of the digestive system, and this is one sac-like structure or bag-like structure. It is J-shaped in structure. J-shaped. See, it is in this manner. It is like this. So J-shaped structure it is. There is a connection between stomach and the esophagus. In between stomach and esophagus, you will find one junction, one gate, that is a sphincter. That is a sphincter. That is called pyloric sphincter. That is pyloric sphincter. So remember, the connection between the esophagus and stomach is guarded by one sphincter, that is pyloric sphincter, which helps for the stopping of food from the stomach to the esophagus. Means easily food can't go from stomach to esophagus. The stomach has three parts. The stomach has three parts. Upper part is cardiac part, cardiac stomach. Middle part is fundus, and the last part is called the pyloric stomach. Pyloric parts. Three parts. One is cardiac part, the upper part of the stomach which is towards heart, that is cardiac part. The middle part is fundus, and the last part is pyloric part. How? In between esophagus and stomach there is one sphincter called pyloric sphincter, like that. In between the stomach and the duodenum. This is the duodenum. Let me clear you. This is the duodenum. Sorry, one thing I have to tell you. This is cardiac sphincter. Cardiac sphincter, and this is pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter. So this is also means once the food from stomach comes to the duodenum, it cannot return back easily. Okay. So let's discuss very properly about the stomach. At the inner lining of stomach, inside the stomach, you will find small the gastric glands are present. The gastric glands are present, and the gastric glands secrete the gastric juice. Secrete the gastric juice. The gastric juice contains various enzymes, their function, how they are secreting, types, everything we'll discuss about the digestive glands. Remember, inside the stomach, the food becomes acidic, and that is called chyme. What that is called? Chyme. C-H-Y-M-E. Chyme. One more thing I forgot to tell you, that is inside the mouth the food is called bolus. Inside the mouth the food is called bolus. Inside the stomach the food is called chyme. Similarly, inside the small intestine the food is called chyme. C-H-Y-L-E. Very important objectives. The food inside mouth is called bolus. The food inside stomach is called chyme, and the food inside small intestine is called chyme. Okay. Now coming to the next part of digestive system, that is duodenum. We will discuss very properly about the duodenum. Actually, this is the part of the small intestine. This is the part of the small intestine. Small intestine is the largest part of the digestive system, and it has three parts. That is duodenum, another is jejunum, and the last one is ileum. Like these three parts are there. Number one is duodenum, and the second one is jejunum, and the third one is ileum. This duodenum is one C-shaped, reverse U-shaped structure or C-shaped structure that is connecting, that is starting from the pyloric sphincter. It is small in structure, but the vital glands like liver and pancreas are opening to the duodenum. While studying the digestive glands, we will discuss about that glands. Now coming to small intestine. Small intestine, that jejunum and ileum. The process of digestion occurs in duodenum and jejunum. Up to jejunum, the digestion process occurs, and after that, in the ileum, absorption works completes. Absorption work happens in ileum. The small intestine is nearly 7.5 meter in length. 7.5 meter in length. It is very large and coiled inside the large intestine very closely. The small intestine is coiled inside the large intestine very closely. At last, the small intestine falls at the large intestine. Falls at the large intestine. The place where the small intestine falls at the large intestine is called cecum. C-A-E-C-U-M. Cecum. And where the small intestine falls at the large intestine, you will find one finger-like structure that is called appendix. That is called appendix. Okay? In next classes, in higher classes, you will study about this. So now coming to next part of the digestive system, that is called large intestine. Large intestine is the part which is nearly 2.5 meter in length. It has three limbs. This limb is called. Let me tell you first this limb. This limb is called ACU. You can say ascending limb. Ascending limb. This is called descending limb. Descending limb, and this one is called transverse limb. Transverse limb. Okay, these three limbs form the large intestine. In large intestine, there is no process of digestion. Only absorption of water and salt happens. The next part of the digestive system is rectum. Rectum is one temporary storehouse of fecal matter. It is the fecal matter or the stool is stored for temporary period. At last, you will find a small opening, that is anus, through which defecation work happens. Defecation work means removal of fecal matter. Removal of waste material from body happens through the anus. Okay, so this is all about the structure of human digestive system. Now we will discuss the digestive glands and the process of digestion. Let's discuss now about the digestive glands. Mainly, four types of digestive glands you will study. Number one is that salivary glands. Second one is that gastric glands. Third one is that liver, and fourth one is that pancreas. Let's first discuss about the salivary glands. Salivary glands are present inside the mouth. You see, everybody, I have made that small bud-like structures. There are three pairs of salivary glands will be found inside the mouth. Number one is sublingual. Just below the tongue, inside the mouth, just below the tongue, you will find two pair of salivary gland. Number one type of salivary gland, that is sublingual. Second one is that is submaxillary. submaxillary. Here you will find just near the jaws you will find. This is the second type of salivary gland, that is submaxillary. And near the ear, internally, another pair of salivary gland is present, that is called subparotid. Subparotid. All these three type of salivary glands have single function, that is secretion of saliva. Secretion of saliva or salivary amylase or salivary amylase. It is simply called ptyalin. It is simply called ptyalin. Okay, so remember my students, from the mouth, from the salivary gland, only one enzyme is secreting, that is called
saliva or salivary amylase or ptyalin. One thing I have to be clear, salivary amylase is present. Salivary amylase is otherwise known as ptyalin. So this is the first type of digestive gland. The second type of digestive gland is that gastric glands. Gastric glands. Gastric glands are the glands present inside the stomach. In the wall of stomach, you will find the gastric glands. From the gastric glands, the gastric juice is produced. Gastric juice. From gastric gland, gastric juice is secreted, and the gastric juice is containing that is lipase and HCl and renin and lipase, HCl, renin. These mainly and pepsin. These four type of secretions are present in gastric juice: lipase, HCl, renin, and pepsin. Okay. Its function, let me clear properly. This is one lipolytic enzyme. Lipolytic enzyme means helps for the digestion of water, lipase. HCl, this is one acid. This is one acid which helps for the neutralization reaction or killing of microorganisms, etc. And renin is helpful for digestion of milk protein, and pepsin is one proteolytic enzyme. Proteolytic enzyme means it helps for the digestion of protein. I am telling very briefly this because in the process of digestion, mechanism of digestion, we will discuss very properly about the functions of all these enzymes. Now coming to third type of digestive gland, that is liver. Remember my children, liver is the largest gland of the body. Liver is the largest gland of our body. See, this is the liver. This is present inside the abdominal cavity, right side of the stomach. You will find the right side of our body. Okay, and it is its secretion. Its secretion is bile juice. The secretion of liver is bile juice. Bile juice is not an enzyme. This is just one digestive juice. What is its function? I will tell you. So liver is secreting bile juice. There is a pipe or duct which is starting from liver and falling at duodenum is called bile duct. In between, bile juice directly don't secrete to the duodenum. After secretion, it is stored in a mushroom-like structure, that is gallbladder. What is that? Gallbladder. The gallbladder is connecting to the bile duct by means of another duct, that is called cystic duct. C-Y-S-T-I-C. Cystic duct. Most important objectives, remember everybody. The connection between the gallbladder and bile duct is called cystic duct, and the connection between the liver and the duodenum is called bile duct. Okay. Now coming to the bile juice. Bile juice is one pale yellow color liquid. Pale yellow means light yellow color liquid. It is pale yellow because of the bile pigments. The bile juice is pale yellow in color because of the bile pigment. There are two bile pigments present in bile juice. One is bilirubin, biliverdin. I repeat, the bile juice is containing two bile pigments. Number one is bilirubin, second one is biliverdin. Similarly, the bile juice is containing two bile salts. Two bile salts. Number one is sodium glycolate, and second one is sodium tauracholate. Very important objectives from medical point of view, also it is very useful. Remember, two bile salts are present in bile juice. Number one is sodium glycolate and sodium tauracholate. The main function of bile juice is emulsification. At first I told you, bile juice is not containing enzyme. It is a bile juice. It don't digest the food. It helps for digestion of food. It helps for digestion of food. Emulsification means this is the physical change of fat, the churning of fat. Churning of fat is done by the process of emulsification, and the emulsification work is done by bile juice. Okay, liver is very most important organ of human body. This is the largest gland of human body. More than hundreds of functions are carried out by liver. But in the digestion point of view, it is helpful for the emulsification. Okay, in higher classes you will read about liver more. Let's discuss the another digestive gland, that is the pancreas. Now we will discuss about the pancreas. Pancreas. Just below the stomach, you will find one leaf-like structure. A leaf-like structure is present, that is called the pancreas. Pancreas is one dual type of gland, means it is a mixed type of gland. What is a mixed type of gland? You know everybody, there are three type of glands are seen in our body: endocrine gland, exocrine gland, and mixed gland. Endocrine glands are ducted glands. The secretions from the glands will directly diffuse to the blood and reach the target site, that are endocrine glands like thyroid, adrenal, etc. Second type of gland is that exocrine gland, means the secretion from the glands will be taken by a duct and reach at the target site, like our liver. Liver secretes bile juice and it falls at the duodenum. Similarly, third type of gland is a mixed gland, that is pancreas. Pancreas has two parts. One is endocrine part, another is exocrine part. Related to endocrine part, you will read it chemical coordination. From the exocrine part, the enzymes are secreting. From the exocrine part, the enzymes are secreting like pancreatic amylase, chymotrypsin, and third one is trypsin. Like this, three enzymes are secreting, main enzymes are secreting from pancreas. They help for digestion of carbohydrate and digestion of protein. So mainly these three type of water enzymes are secreting from pancreas. Remember, the pancreas is connecting with the duodenum by means of one duct, that is called pancreatic duct. Means suppose this is the duodenum, means you will find a duct. This is the pancreas and this is pancreatic duct. The secretions from pancreas are reaching to the duodenum and helps for the digestion. In the process of digestion, I will explain very deeply about the function of this pancreatic amylase, chymotrypsin, trypsin, etc. And at last, in small intestine and large intestine, some enzymes are secreting. That is also one type of digestive glands. They help for the digestion. Now, we will discuss very properly about the mechanism of digestion or the process of digestion and how these all enzymes help for the process of digestion. Okay, now we will discuss about the mechanism of digestion or the process of digestion. First, we must understand what is digestion. We know that various food materials like carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, water, etc. we are taking. Carbohydrate, lipid, fat and protein, they cannot be absorbed directly into our blood. So, they must be simplified form into simple molecules. The carbohydrate should convert into glucose, protein should convert into amino acids, lipid and fat should convert into fatty acid and glycerol. So, digestion can be defined as the process of conversion of complex molecules into simpler form by the help of digestive enzymes in order to be absorbed by the blood. I repeat, the process of conversion of complex molecules into absorbable simple molecules by the help of digestive enzymes. So, the process of digestion completes in 5 steps. Number 1 is ingestion, second one is digestion, third one is absorption, fourth is assimilation, and at last but not least, that is egestion. Now, we will discuss the mechanism of digestion, mainly the digestion process we will discuss, and about the absorption also we will discuss. In structure of mouth, I have told you about intaking of food and mastication. Okay. So, the mechanism or the process is completely a chemical process, a burning process, and a hydrolysis process. Means the complex food materials are combined with water and it is simplified. My dear students, if you eat food, if you will not drink water, then food will not be digested. So drinking of water is essential. Hydrolysis process occurs. So the process of digestion completes in different part of the body, starting from mouth and ends at small intestine. And in small intestine, that is also at jejunum. At ileum, the process of digestion doesn't happen and absorption process happens. The digested food is absorbed. So first we will discuss how the food is digested in different part of our body. First we will discuss in mouth. In previous time I told you the food inside the mouth is called bolus. Remember, from the mouth the ptyalin or salivary amylase is secreted. I told you. This helps for digestion of carbohydrate or starch. In mouth, only starch is digested. Starch or carbohydrate is digested. The carbohydrate is converted into simple sugar, that is a dextrine. Dextrine is converted from carbohydrate by the action of ptyalin or salivary amylase. That's all. Now, food comes to the stomach. There is a no digestion process in esophagus. Directly in stomach, the second step of digestion will occur. I told you, in stomach, the food is called chyme. It becomes acidic. And remember, in stomach, HCl is secreted. That HCl kills the microorganisms present in food. In the same manner, it helps for the activation of inactive enzymes. Similarly, you know that stomach contains pepsin that digests the proteins into peptones, and it also contains renin. The milk protein is converted into casein by the action of renin. So, in stomach, mainly two enzymes, pepsin and renin, converts the protein into peptone and milk protein into casein respectively. Similarly, lipase, one thing let me tell to you here, the lipid and fat is converted into fatty acid and glycerol by the action of lipase, gastric lipase. So lipase converts lipid and fat into fatty acid and glycerol. Protein converts peptones by the pepsin. Milk protein converts into casein by renin. In this manner, three enzymes converts into three products in stomach. Now coming to small intestine. In duodenum, at first what happens? The large fats are converted into small globules by the process of emulsification. I told you, liver secretes bile juice. That bile juice converts the fats into small fat globules. In further step, these small fat globules can be converted into fat globules convert into fatty acid and glycerol in duodenum. Okay. In duodenum, what happens? By the action of lipase and trypsin, what happens? The fat converts into fatty acid and glycerol, and peptones convert into amino acids, and remaining carbohydrates. At first, at mouth, carbohydrate digestion started, but at last, small intestine, that is in jejunum, the carbohydrate digestion will complete. So the carbohydrates converts into glucose by the action of intestinal juice, which is known as succus entericus. My dear students, in higher classes you will read what are the succus entericuses. Let me tell you some like lactase, fructase, maltase, galactase, etc. converts the carbohydrate into simple sugar. Like that, lactose is converting into glucose by lactase. Sucrose is converting into glucose by sucrase. Galactose is converting into glucose by galactase. Like this, these all are the succus entericuses or intestinal juices. They help for the digestion of food. So, in overall manner, the carbohydrate is converted into glucose, protein is converted into amino acid, the lipid and fat is converted into fatty acid and glycerol. Now, these simple molecules will be absorbed by the small intestine. In the process of absorption, I will tell you that how this absorption work happens. If you will observe the inner lining of the small intestine, especially in ileum, you will find small finger-like projections called villi. Singular is villus. See, this is the structure of villus, which is containing the ciliated epithelium and the blood vessels. By this special structure, the process of absorption happens. So, absorption means the intaking of digested food molecules, simplified molecules, by the blood through the small intestine, that is by the villi. The process of intaking of digested food molecules into the blood by the villi is called absorption. Now, by the process of circulation or transportation, these absorbed food is distributed to different cells, different tissues, different cells, where in the process of respiration, the food is converted into energy, and other food particles like fatty acid, glycerol, amino acid is used for repair and maintenance work. So, I am wanting to tell you about the assimilation. Assimilation means the distribution of absorbed food to different cells in order to get energy. At last, but not least, that is digestion. That is digestion. Digestion means this is the process of removal of undigested food particles through the anus. I repeat, digestion is the process of removal of undigested food particles from the rectum through the anus. So, my dear students, in this manner, all the process, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion ends. With this, the entire process of nutrition completes. In this chapter, I explain about the autotrophic nutrition, that is very deeply we studied about photosynthesis, and heterotrophic nutrition, that is process of digestion digestion in case of human being. In that, we have discussed about the structure and function of human digestive system and mechanism of digestion. I hope you all are understanding better and making my hard work fruitful. So, my dear children, if you are liking my channel, please subscribe it, please share it and make it viral, and give the encouraging comments so that I can work more, so that I can make more new videos and represent for you. With this, the nutrition chapter ends, and in second chapter of life process, we will start the respiration. Thank you very much.